High above in the sky, there are anomalies so bizarre, they defy logic.
You seen that come out of the clouds?
From angelic figures to UFOs and mythical beings.
God, look at these big ass mosquitoes here! Yo, what the f?
我看到没有？这是龙吗？
Tag along to witness some of the most jaw-dropping moments that would be hard to believe otherwise.
Holy, guys, what the hell do I do? She looks like she's gonna jump on me.
On February 14th, 2024, a woman driving down the freeway caught an unbelievable sight on camera, lightning balls colliding in the sky. It was a jaw-dropping moment. The sky seemed to come alive as these glowing orbs collided and danced across the horizon. The woman thought they could be angels, but netizens argued that it was a UFO battle or a rare ball lightning event. Whatever it was, it had everyone talking. Fairy scene. At a concert in New Orleans, the crowd was totally into the music, cheering, clapping, and vibing with the energy. But then, some people noticed a strange sight above them. It wasn't a bird or a bug. It seemed like a tiny human figure with shimmering wings, almost like a fairy from a storybook.
God, look at these big ass mosquitoes here! Yo, what the f?
The way it moved, so light and graceful, made it seem like it didn't belong to this world. For a second, everyone was caught between disbelief and pure amazement. And seriously, it felt like a magical thing had stepped straight out of a fantasy and landed right in their reality.
God, look at these big ass mosquitoes here! Yo, what the f?
Foggy encounter. One evening, a guy stepped outside his house and noticed thick fog rolling in. Curious, he walked closer to see what was going on. As he got near the fog, a weird being appeared. It was tall, thin, and kind of looked like the alien tripods from War of the Worlds. It had a dome-shaped head on top of a long body, with legs that felt way too long. At that moment, he realized this wasn't some movie scene. The creature's movements felt too real and a little too creepy. Without thinking twice, he ran, knowing he needed to get away fast. Mothman flying.
I've never seen anything like this. Never!
A video surfaced online that caught everyone's attention. A dark figure was spotted soaring high in the sky. At first, many thought it could be a crow, but something felt off. After taking a closer look, some viewers suggested it could be the Mothman, a cryptid known for its human-like shape, massive wings, and glowing red eyes. Often tied to strange occurrences and eerie events, this sighting seemed to follow the pattern. And honestly, after watching it, I have to agree. The more the video played, the more unsettling it became, leaving witnesses wondering if they had just witnessed one of the most mysterious creatures ever recorded. Thor in the storm. Thunderstorms are already frightening, but in Tampa, Florida, one local experienced far worse during a storm. As lightning cracked through the sky, he noticed a humanoid figure struck by lightning from all directions midair. Then, just as quickly as it had appeared, everything went silent. The figure seemed to vanish, leaving behind only the creepy memory of what had just occurred. In that brief moment, the local realized what he had seen. A Thor, straight from the depths of their favorite movie. The experience was enough to leave him questioning whether what he saw was truly real. Mysterious lights. On September 20th, 2023, a woman in Chengdu, China, captured an odd sighting from her home. As night fell, lights appeared in the sky, moving in a strange and repetitive pattern.
我看到没有？这是龙吗？
The lights danced, creating a mesmerizing display that caught the attention of anyone who happened to look up. Soon, residents in the area also reported seeing the same strange phenomenon. Some thought they might be drones. Others wondered if it was a natural occurrence. But many speculated it was far more mysterious.
我看到没有？
The lights continue to spark curiosity, leaving the skies of Chengdu filled with an unexplained event: the Crow Tsunami.
Oh my God. They better get up or they're gonna hit the power lines.
The farmer was working in his fields when a strange caught sight his eye. From the distance, he noticed a massive black wave moving toward him, but it wasn't a wave of water. It was in the sky. As the wave drew closer, the farmer realized it was a giant flock of crows, thousands of them flying together as one.
Oh my God. They better get up or they're gonna hit the power lines.
The sight was strange, like a tsunami of crows rushing through the air. The birds moved as one massive force, their dark silhouettes filling the sky. The farmer stood unsure of what to make of this strange and unsettling spectacle. Portal to another world.
You seen that come out of the clouds?
A video appeared online showing a glowing object in the sky. In the beginning, viewers thought it was just a drone, but a strange thing happened. The object sent out beams of light, and suddenly, a portal opened in the sky. The glowing object vanished into the portal, leaving everyone watching in shock.
You seen that come out of the clouds?
It didn't take long for people to start believing it was a UFO, and what they saw was more than just a light. The video seemed to show how aliens might come and go, traveling through portals right before our eyes. It was a sight that made many thinking what we really know about the skies above us. Seoa Park mystery.
Could that be what we see here?
Is it a cross? What is that?
At Seoa Park, a creepy sight was caught on camera. A mysterious object with humanoid features was seen slowly descending from the sky. The unusual sight sparked a heated debate about what it could be. Some believe this could be solid evidence of extraterrestrial activity, while others suggest there might be more conventional explanations.
Could that be what we see here?
Dude, it looks like a dude in a suit. It looks like Iron Man.
The footage reignited the conversation about UFO sightings, leaving viewers divided. Was it an alien encounter, or is there another, simpler explanation behind the strange occurrence? The debate continues to grow as more people watch the video, looking for answers.
When it comes to aliens and extraterrestrials, we've been hearing the term interdimensional beings quite a bit lately.
Giant shadows. You've seen many unbelievable sights, but this one might top them all. A video surfaced showing locals in a remote area spotting giant shadows in the distance. They felt to be human-shaped but much larger. As the shadows appeared to move toward them, it felt like they were closing in on the world. Fear took over, and the locals quickly turned and ran. Desperate to escape whatever these huge figures were, the sight was so unsettling that they couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. What exactly were those giant shadows? Leaving everyone who saw it thinking, if they narrowly escaped something they couldn't understand. Sky jellyfish.
What the? Hold.
Normally, you'd expect to see creatures like this deep under the sea, but this one appeared in the sky. Ethereal jellyfish-like creature spotted in St. Petersburg sky. People in St. Petersburg, Russia were shocked when they saw something strange floating in the sky on a cloudy day. It looked like a jellyfish, but instead of being in the water, it had a shiny, soft texture and a hollow body.
What the? Hold.
The creature seemed to be carried by the wind, gliding easily through the air. No one knows exactly what it was, leaving scientists puzzled and curious about its origin. Night visitor. One night, a local was out when a sight caught his eye in the sky. For just a second, he saw a flying being. Its shape is too strange to fully understand. It disappeared behind a building as quickly as it appeared, leaving him with a swirl of thoughts. Was it a gargoyle, a dragon, or perhaps a UFO?
Something weird in the sky, the creatures that were flying behind the building.
His mind was confused as he tried to make sense of what he'd seen, but no answer seemed to fit. The mystery of that brief moment stayed with him, and he couldn't help but wonder if he'd really witnessed something from another world. What was it? He still wasn't sure. UFO sighting. In the southeast of British Columbia, Canada, a local was enjoying the day when his gaze drifted to the sky. It seems like it was just a kite, but it didn't feel right. Kites don't fly that high, especially not in broad daylight. As he focused more, he realized it wasn't a kite at all. It was far more unusual. A UFO moving steadily through the sky, visible to everyone around. It was a rare sight. Most UFOs are spotted at night, hidden in the shadows. But this one was out in the open, in the full daylight. People around could see it, yet no one knew what it was, or why it had appeared. The mystery remained. Angel spotted. Sometimes you come across something that's so surreal, it's impossible to forget. While driving through the desert, a man saw something that caught his attention. A white light appeared in the sky, at first looking like just a bright spot. But as it got clearer, the shape took form. It looked like a figure with glowing wings, moving slowly and gracefully. The whole thing felt unreal, leaving him in complete awe. He had no idea what it was or why it was there, but the experience stayed with him. One of those moments you just can't forget. Sky figure.
Holy guys, what the hell do I do? She looks like she's gonna jump on me.
A group of friends was walking home late one night when they spotted a weird sight in the sky. They thought it was a balloon, but the way it moved didn't match. It was just this black, featureless shape, floating silently above them. They froze, staring at it, trying to make sense of what they were seeing.
Holy guys, what the hell do I do? She looks like she's gonna jump on me.
It felt off, like it didn't belong there at all. The thing just hovered there, not getting closer, not doing anything, just hanging in the air. Still, it was enough to give them the creeps. Let's just say they made a pact that night. They'd never take that road again. Dragon sighted. You guys have heard about dragons, but never seen them until now. A video surfaced showing a local recording of the Farnworth when a creature from myths appeared. It was a giant figure flying through the city skyline, and let me tell you beforehand, it wasn't a crow or a bird. It was a dragon! The video didn't just capture a quick glimpse. The dragon remained visible for a significant time, its wings beating gracefully against the backdrop of the city. As the video ended, it left viewers stunned, offering undeniable proof that this legendary being might just be real. Flying Dementor. Ever looked up at the sky and seen a sight that just didn't make sense? This guy was driving through town when he spotted a weird thing up there. Seemed like it was a kite, just drifting in the wind. But the more he stared, the more he realized this wasn't a kite. It had these long, creepy tentacles that moved like they were alive, gliding through the air like some kind of shadow. The way it floated, totally unsettling. Watching this reminds me of those Dementors from Harry Potter. Dark, weird, and way too mysterious. He couldn't figure out what it was, or why it was there. But one thing was clear, it left him seriously spooked. Tree creature. A guy spotted an odd being perched on a streetlight. He said, "Oh, just a bird." But as he squinted for a better look, it hit him. This wasn't any bird he'd ever seen. The wings were massive and weird, almost unnatural.
Oh my god.
Before he could process what he was looking at, the creature spread those odd wings and took off, not sticking around to find out more. The guy hit the gas and got out of there. Even after he was miles away, the image stayed burned in his mind. Honestly, it felt like ripped straight out of a nightmare. Like a devil from the depths of hell.
Oh my god. What the man?
Thunderbird sighting. Back in 1977, an explorer was out in the woods when he saw a sight he'd never forget. Everything was peaceful in the beginning. just the trees swaying and the usual forest sounds. Then he noticed something flying overhead, maybe just an eagle, but as it got closer, he realized it was way bigger than any bird he'd ever seen. That's when it hit him. It looked like a Thunderbird, the legendary creature from Native American folklore. People say these giant birds are so powerful, their wings can create thunder. After that day, the Thunderbird never showed up again, but the explorer's stories still scare people and makes you wonder, could a thing like that really be out there? Mysterious jump. You've seen strange videos, but you haven't seen anything like this. A video appeared online showing 2 hills in a quiet, remote desert area. Nothing unusual, right? But wait a sec for the unexpected. A figure jumped from one hill to the other, bouncing back and forth. As it moved, 2 other figures followed. They landed together, then suddenly vanished. The video ended with no clear explanation. Some people believe they were aliens, while others think it might have been ghosts. No one can say for sure what they were, and it still remains unsolved. Alien ship. You've seen unreal scenes in movies, but how about in real life? It happened in Colorado in 2023. Everything seemed normal in the town until, out of nowhere, a giant, strange-shaped object appeared in the sky. The night was dark, but when a flash of lightning lit up the sky, the object became visible. It was clearly a spaceship. Its design unmistakable, unlike anything seen before. Locals watched in surprise as the ship hovered, possibly looking for a place to land. It felt like they were entering our world, and the mystery of what would happen next remained in the air. Flying Zerg. A couple was downtown recording a video of themselves when a strange thing appeared behind them. They didn't notice it at the moment, but as the footage played back, they saw a massive flying creature hovering in the background. It wasn't just a quick glimpse. The creature stayed there for a while, moving around the building. It wasn't just them who saw it. People inside the building noticed too. They watched in shock as the giant figure circled close to the windows. It turned out to be a Zerg, a fictional alien species from the StarCraft universe, known for their hive mind mentality. But why was it there? Alien encounter. While passengers were enjoying the views from the plane, one of them noticed something strange off to the right. Dark black smoke was rising into the sky, and witnesses thought it might be a plane on fire. But as they looked closer, they realized it wasn't coming from a burning aircraft. Instead, it seemed like an alien spaceship, releasing the smoke as it moved through the sky. There was a sudden wave of fear among the passengers, but oddly enough, the spaceship didn't seem to notice them. It just kept going, disappearing into the distance. The passengers were left in surprise, trying to wrap their heads around what they had just seen. Celestial sighting. Australia is known for its beautiful landscapes, but strange encounters, not so much. But this one in Sydney definitely stands out. In Sydney, a local was out for a walk when he spotted an odd thing in the mist. Initially, it seemed like a drone, but it was much stranger. As he stared, he realized it wasn't a drone at all. It was a seraphim angel. These celestial beings, known for their fiery presence, are said to be the closest attendants to the divine. Before he could fully comprehend what he was seeing, the sky above him opened into a portal, and the angel disappeared into it. It was an encounter unlike anything he could have imagined, and surely a surreal sight to witness. Strange encounter. Passengers were on the plane enjoying their flight when they spotted a thing that immediately made them uneasy. Below them, they noticed an odd sight in the sky. They saw a cloud formation, but it seemed very unusual. The cloud had a soft pink hue, and it appeared to have tentacle-like extensions flowing from it. The strange shape gave it an otherworldly appearance, as if it didn't belong on Earth. As they continued to watch, the unsettling feeling grew. It didn't look like a normal cloud, and the passengers couldn't shake the thought that they had just seen a thing truly out of the ordinary. Burning sky. Was this a scene from a movie? It didn't seem like it. A video surfaced from a hilly area showing a massive fire burning in the distance. The flames were huge, as if a monstrous being had caused it. Then, a dragon appeared in the sky, its fiery breath lighting up the darkened sky. Dragons were known for their obsession with fire, and this one seemed to be no different. The video cut off suddenly. Was this a warning, or else entirely? No one could say for sure. Dragon in the sky. While flying high above the clouds, passengers on the airplane noticed an odd thing just beside the plane. You might think it was a bird, but birds don't fly this high. As the figure came into clearer view, they were shocked to see that it was a dragon. One of the legendary creatures known for their fire-breathing abilities and ties to ancient myths and treasures. The passengers watched in disbelief as the dragon flew alongside the plane. It was a sight they would never forget, a surreal experience that made them thinking everything they knew about the world around them. Sky shock. A couple of months back, something downright strange happened in a quiet part of China. People saw this intense beam of light shooting straight into the sky, like it was opening some kind of portal. And then, out of nowhere, a massive creature appeared. It looked just like a dragon, but not like the ones you've heard about in stories. This thing seemed alive with some weird, unexplainable energy, almost like it was connected to the light itself. It was such a wild moment, the kind that makes you sit back and wonder if we really know everything about our world. Whatever it was, it left people completely speechless and scratching their heads. The alien on CCTV. CCTV cameras are usually there for security, but this footage captured far more frightening. At night, everything seemed normal until a skinny figure with a large skull appeared on the screen. It moved slowly toward the camera, looking weirdly like an alien. Then, without warning, it shot past the CCTV, vanishing into the darkness. The video ended there, leaving everyone watching confused and scared. No one knew what happened next or what the creature really was. The footage raised speculation, leaving people to guess what they had just witnessed. The UFO escort. While hiking near the mountains, a hiker witnessed a sight that left him stunned. As he looked up, he saw a plane releasing thick black smoke, clearly in distress. But what was even more bizarre was the black, disc-shaped object hovering above the plane. It wasn't just any odd sight. It seemed like a UFO, moving alongside the plane as if escorting it. The hiker stood, unsure of what to think. Was the UFO protecting the plane, or was it involved in a far stranger? The weird feeling of being part of something out of the ordinary stayed with him long after the incident. What could this strange encounter mean? What do you think? Divine figure. On his way home, a local looked up and noticed this unusual thing in the sky. Amidst the big cloud, a tall figure in black stood, holding a stick in hand. The figure was much larger than anything he had ever seen, almost like it was towering over the cloud itself. For a moment, he thought it might be a divine figure, maybe even Jesus, watching over the world from above. The scene felt powerful, and though he couldn't understand it fully, he hoped it was a sign of good. But the truth of what he had seen remained unknown. UFO in the sky.
It's massive. It's the size of a skyscraper at least. It's a huge formation.
While cruising high above the clouds, passengers on a plane spotted an extraordinary thing outside their windows. They consider it might be the light, but there it was. A giant shape floating in the sky, resembling a massive building. The strange sight left everyone stunned. It wasn't a cloud or some bizarre weather formation. It was a UFO. Clearly, it belonged to aliens, as such massive ships were often linked to extraterrestrial travel. The strange craft remained still in the sky, even as the plane passed by, leaving the passengers with a story they would never forget. giant bird encounter.
Ready? Turn.
A video has surfaced online showing 3 men standing near a bird. Though not just any bird. This one was enormous, with a beak that felt far too large for its body. The creature resembled a Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying creature to ever roam the earth during the age of the dinosaurs. But what made this video even stranger was the fact that the bird was alive in modern times, not from the past. In a similar case, another man was spotted near a bird of similar size. The sheer massiveness of these creatures left everyone who saw them in awe and fear. Was this just an extraordinary coincidence, or is there much bigger at play? What do you think?
Turn. Turn.
Vortex in sky. A local was walking home one evening when a bizarre sight caught his eye. In the sky above, a white shape was slowly moving, unlike anything he had ever seen. He couldn't figure out what it was. It appeared so odd and out of place. After thinking about it for a while, he wondered if it could be some kind of vortex in the sky, swirling and shifting in ways that didn't make sense. Or maybe it was entirely different. The mystery of what he had witnessed remained. Who knows what it could have been? Jetpack Mans. On a plane near Los Angeles International Airport, passengers had an unexpected encounter that left them speechless. At 3,000 feet, they noticed a figure soaring beside them, not in another aircraft, but on what appeared to be a jetpack. The mysterious figure moved effortlessly through the air, shocking everyone on board in shock. This unusual sight, just 7 miles from LAX, quickly captured the attention of many. Passengers dubbed the figure Jetpack Man, though similar sightings have occurred over the years. The true identity and purpose of Jetpack Man remain unknown, sparking curiosity and think about who or what was behind the flight. Yellow light. A video surfaced online that quickly caught the attention of many viewers. The footage showed a strange yellow light hovering in the sky, but there was no visible object around it. What was even more unsettling was that the light wasn't just a fleeting flash. It remained in the sky for an unusually long time, slowly moving in different directions. Experts and viewers alike speculated about what it could be, with many calling it an unidentified aerial phenomenon. Some believed it could be a UFO, while others offered more conventional explanations. But no one could say for sure. What do you think it could have been? Red orbs. On July 28, 2023, a driver in London was making his way down the road when he saw something that would make anyone stop in their tracks. In the sky, there were multiple red lights forming perfect circles. They weren't just simple lights. These orbs seemed to hover in place, moving slightly as if they were part of much larger. The driver couldn't help but feel uneasy. Some speculated that these strange lights could have been demonic in nature, while others thought they might be else entirely. The sight was brief, but it made him think about what exactly he had witnessed in the night sky. What could these orbs have been? A rare celestial event, or far more mysterious? Falling beam. A few years ago, a video went viral showing a bright UFO descending to Earth, leaving viewers stunned. While netizens speculated it as a shape-shifting entity riding a plasma beam, others brushed it off as a hoax. But what truly caught attention wasn't the UFO itself. It was the giant, cloudy hand appearing to hold it. The mysterious hand, visible in the footage, raised more questions than the UFO. Was it an angel's hand, a divine presence, or something else entirely? The strange figure has kept people questioning what they truly witnessed that day. UFO-like jellyfish. a strange video surfaced online, capturing a bizarre sight high in the sky. Viewers thought it was just a kite floating in the distance, but as the camera zoomed in, they realized it wasn't anything like a kite. It was a jellyfish-like structure. It's translucent, a flowing shape, gliding smoothly through the air. Witnesses quickly speculated that what they were seeing was a UFO, unlike any typical craft seen before. The mysterious object lingered for a few moments, giving a clear glimpse of its unusual form. But just as quickly as it appeared, it vanished into the sky, leaving everyone thinking about its true nature. The subscriber's pick. A local was casually filming the sky, hoping to capture the beauty of birds and clouds. But what appeared on his camera was far from ordinary. The figure felt like a giant eagle soaring high in the sky. However, as the camera zoomed in, it became clear that this was a completely different being. What he caught on camera was a fluttering humanoid figure, its wings spread wide in a bizarre, almost unnatural way. Its form resembled that of a gargoyle, with a silhouette that looked too strange and ancient to belong to any bird. Could this be a living version of the mythical creature, or was it even more unexplainable? The footage has left many thinking what they saw in the sky that day. See you next time.